What's up guys, Ryan here. So this video is a follow-up to the saga of my Etsy shop being closed. It was closed in late October. Unfortunately, it remains closed to this day. I'm recording on December 9th, 2019. And, it really sucks. It's like the worst time of year to have a shop closed. Obviously in the fourth quarter, things sell like crazy. And my Etsy shop had almost 3,000 sales. It had average 5-star review. I had very short response time to customers. I took custom orders. Everything was positive, and it was shut down due to the IP infringement workflow that they have on Etsy, where essentially like you can just report any listing. They don't seem to do any validation. There's definitely no human manual intervention and approval. It's just like, oh, you were reported. Here's a strike against your account, and the listing's removed. That's that. And there's no recourse. There's nothing for me to do as the seller to fight it, unfortunately. So I wanted to share a quick story with you guys about why I'm a little bit more at peace with the idea that I'm not going to be able to get my Etsy shop back. Now, when I released my last video, I told you I was going to exhaust all the options that I thought were available to me, including getting into some, guerrilla tactics of like friending people on LinkedIn and Facebook that worked at Etsy that I had any sort of a connection with, like they went to my college, things like that. But I think I'm pretty sure now that I'm not going to get my shop back. And the reason is someone reached out to me the other day for help positioning their products on Amazon. The reason they needed to do that was because their Etsy shop is being closed by Etsy over an order defect rate problem. Here's the thing, they're a top 100 Etsy shop. They're selling millions in revenue. When I talk about my shop almost having 3,000 sales, these guys are doing 3,000 sales a month, right? So if Etsy's willing to close their shop, then obviously they don't care about me. So no wonder I'm not getting a response from a human. These guys, when I say these guys, it's actually one person, it's one woman. And I'm not going to give up their shop because I didn't actually ask for permission to put their story out there. So I'm going to keep it super vague. But this is not just them being targeted. The information they gave me was that Etsy on December 17th is closing shops that have higher than a 1% order defect rate. And apparently that starts at the top down. So if you're a top 100 Etsy shop, they don't care. And yes, you heard that right, 1%. And you're thinking, well, what does order defect rate mean? Well, I think it really just means receiving less than a 5-star review more than one time out of every 100 orders. And it's not done in a 100 order, 100 order, 100 order chunks like that, but it's aggregate, right? It's across all your orders. And where this seller made a mistake is that they were not setting accurate handling times on their listings, right? And if you subscribe to my channel, which if you're not, go ahead and hit that button, do me a huge favor. My most recent video before this was talking about how to bulk edit your handling time on Amazon. Well, if you need to do it on Amazon, you need to do it on Etsy as well. Except I should also mention that this shop is not selling print on demand. However, what they are selling was still on demand. Thus, there is a little bit of a wait time built into the orders. Things are made to order. Etsy is more of a made to order marketplace, or at least handmade. And if you don't keep inventory, then you might need to stitch something together after it's ordered, made to order. It's okay. It's Etsy, but you have to play within the rules, right? So you have to set the handling time of your listings. And this shop didn't do a good enough job of making it clear that if you buy from them, it's not Amazon Prime. You're not going to have it at your house in 2 days. So you just have to set that up. And they did not. Their order defect rate was too high, even though, they had over 30,000 sales and a 5-star average rating easily. They are still getting their shop shut down, and their reps at Etsy, because when you're a top 100 seller, you do get to actually talk to humans at Etsy, is just regurgitating the same thing that here's another awesome thing about Etsy. They claim to have sent an email to the shop owner letting them know that their shop was going to be closed on this date. That email does not exist. It was never actually sent. They did their due diligence to ensure that it was not actually sent or received, I guess you can say. Because it's not like they can go to the Etsy web server and check that it was sent, but they did not receive it for sure. So their millions of dollars of revenue Etsy shop was just going to be stolen from them overnight. And when I say stolen, it's not stolen. It's going to be gone. It's going to disappear overnight. and they were going to be completely blindsided. The only way they even found out is because they were in a community, a Facebook community with other Etsy sellers, which, by the way, go ahead and check out my Facebook community if you haven't done that already. Ryan's Method Passive Income on Facebook. There's always a link below. But anyways, yeah, that's why it's important to do so, guys, because marketplaces like Etsy can burn you. They can burn me. They can burn seven-figure sellers. At least people being vocal in these communities gave this specific shop owner a heads up that they need to start taking their online presence more seriously on other platforms. Now, prior to this, they only had an Instagram and Shopify. But I think the Instagram just led straight to Shopify. But now they're taking their Amazon presence more seriously. And I mean, when we had our call, I said, man, you missed out on at least double your income. I mean, honestly, guys, this is why I preach if you sell more products on more marketplaces, you make more money. And when my Etsy shop was closed, I went to Printful and looked at my statistics, and my revenue on Etsy was almost exactly the same as my revenue on Amazon. And I pretty much picked up steam and started taking both seriously at the same time. So as it relates to like the time for that sample size, it was pretty much the exact same. It's pretty much equal. And the revenue generated was pretty much equal. And I'm not trying to say that Amazon isn't a better opportunity than Etsy. It probably is, because there's more customers there. There's also more sellers there. But at the end of the day, what I'm really trying to say is like take advantage of both. And it doesn't stop at Etsy and Amazon. Like there's plenty of other marketplaces to be selling on. And again, the more marketplaces you're on, the more money you're going to make, because getting sales is a function of visibility. It starts with someone knowing you exist, and then they have the choice to click your listing, and then when they click your listing, to buy it, right? So it's just kind of a function. Think about the journey from the customer perspective. You need to be in more places if you want to position yourself to make as much money as possible. But anyways, guys, that's really what I wanted to share with you in this video. It's unfortunate. I don't know. Like, I don't get it. Etsy's publicly traded. So at the end of the day, like, definitely don't, if you're buying stocks, don't invest in Etsy, maybe even short Etsy, because what are they doing? If I'm missing something, drop me a comment. Let me know how it's possible to spin this in a way where what Etsy's doing is somehow smart. Or just hit me up in the comments and let's just pile up on the Etsy hate train one last time. Because, and by the way, I also just need to say, like, if our goal is to make money online, Etsy's still a great marketplace to sell on until they snap their fingers and deem you no longer worthy of selling on their marketplace. But if you are not selling on Etsy yet, I do have a free mini course that will walk you through everything you need to know to open up an optimized Etsy shop. You should take advantage of it, especially right now. I'm recording this in December. This is the mad dash, the sales rush, the sprint to the finish. So definitely, if you're not selling something online, like, get on Etsy right now. There's nothing stopping you right now. When this video ends, in the next hour, you can have signed up for Printful, signed up for Etsy, and have your first listing for sale. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Sign up for my free mini course, and it should give you an option of downloading the whole thing as an ebook. Use that. It walks you through everything you need to know. Anyways, guys, that's it. I'm going to keep ranting if I don't wrap this video up. So thank you for watching. If this helped in any way, shape, or form, hit that like button. If you want to take pity on me, and especially for that seven-figure Etsy seller, hit that like button. If you hit the down button, then you're siding with Etsy, which is not cool. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, comments, feedback, hit me up below, and I'll see you at the next video.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at RyansMethod.com. Thank you.